Alright, today we've got a pull workout. So I start off with some wrist prep, go into handstands, then we've got front lever work, chest to bar rows, and then chest to bar holds. So I have a support here for my wrists, and I'm doing active mobility work. So I've done already enough passive stretching and passive stretching and pulling of the tendons and of the musculature of the wrists. And now I'm moving into active movement. So I'm flexing pretty hard. I know it doesn't look like much here, but this is improvement for me. As you guys know, I've had wrist surgery on both wrists, so I don't have a lot of range of motion, and this hurts. So basically I'm trying to prepare my wrists for handstand work and just any kind of weight bearing calisthenics movements like planches. So anyway, extension is where I need to do the most work. So I'm really focusing on this. Radial deviation is another area where I have to improve quite a bit. So anyways, this is just a little bit of what I do for wrist preparation. I do fists as well as, semi-curled fingers, as well as straightening the fingers, and just trying a variety of different mobility exercises. Here's the radial deviation, and again, I don't have a lot of range of motion, so just playing with the thumbs, thumbs down, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up. And sorry, off camera there, but need to work on this quite a bit. This is actually my first time doing this exercise, so you can see I'm a beginner, and it certainly shows. So anyway, that's how I'm going to start off my workout. Alrighty, now we're moving into handstand work. So for these handstands, what I'm actually trying to do is just focus a lot on the wrists. So I'm not really trying to hold the handstand freestanding away from the wall. I'm just allowing my body to flop right against the wall, and I'm holding these for time. So this is a 60-second hold, and unfortunately you can see here that my left arm doesn't straighten quite as much as my right, and that's probably due to wrist pain. I'm not sure why, but anyway, we can definitely see there's an imbalance in my arms, and I think that's due to just my left wrist having had surgery twice. So here we're playing around with the legs, which, that sort of puts a different level of pressure on my wrists. So I'm doing anything I can just to make sure I'm, upside down for 60 seconds. It was pretty tough. I did 30 seconds. I wanted to come off the wall. So then that's when I started to play around with my legs, just to sort of, move the pressure points around on the wrist. So here I'm gonna show you guys one more set. I think I only did these 2 sets. I was a little bit short on time, so my workout was a little bit short today. There you can see I'm doing a little bit of scapular pressing, all useful for doing handstand work. So as I've mentioned before, you have to press up very hard with your scapula. I'm also trying to open my shoulders a little bit. Here, not so much, but when I try to, actually hold the handstand, I am trying to open the shoulders. And believe it or not, I am trying to straighten my elbows very, very straight. Maybe I'll have to play around with my hand positioning, turn the fingers out, and try to straighten the elbows a little bit more. It actually looks like my handstand is a little bit crooked as well. Anyway, it's a work in progress, but the main thing right here is I'm trying to get pressure on the wrists because I'm lacking in the flexibility. So that's what that exercise was. We had sort of a milestone here, so this is my front lever work. I decided to start extending my leg into, what is it, like a semi-advanced tuck, or what is it? Anyway, much harder position. You can see my form is pretty awful. I'm not straight. I'm not totally horizontal. I have a flexion in the hip of the straightened leg. I have flexion in the elbows, but the amount of pressure that this puts on my back muscles and my posterior shoulder is incredible. So I think I'm ready to move to this progression in the front lever. So I did a bunch of sets of this and really felt it in the muscles. You can see here I'm shaking. I'm really trying hard. But anyways, I'm glad that I've moved on from the simple advanced tuck and I'm trying to straighten the legs out. Again, I'm just going for pure power on the upper body. So form does not look good at all. But hopefully, in time, I'll be able to straighten everything out. It'll look a bit nicer as I get stronger. My false grip is, I would say it's mid false grip. I'm not going heavy into the false grip, because when I go really heavy into a tight false grip, I found that it hurt the back of my wrist. But to be honest, this actually felt good after all of the, it felt good on the wrists, I should say, after all my wrist preparation. In preparation for front lever pull-ups, with stomach to the bar, I realized that I don't have enough strength to do that. So I have my feet here on the ground and I'm trying to pull my body right to the bar. I don't know why. This was very hard for me. It was tough for me to get my body all the way to touch the bar. So I do have fairly strong pulling strength. Like I could do weighted pull-ups with, I don't know, maybe like 50% of my body weight or something for a 1 rep max, but I couldn't get my body all the way to the bar very easily. So I think I got one more set of these. Again, just trying to max out, really focusing on the end range. And I felt that a lot in the shoulders, so maybe I'm lacking shoulder mobility. That's could be one reason why I'm having difficulty getting my body all the way to touch the bar. Just lack of flexibility or mobility in the shoulders in the extended position. So I went a little ham here, just trying to bang out the last few reps. So excuse my form here. A little bit of a hold there, which is what we're going to go into actually. So after this, I went into just some holds with my little bit of an angle change too. So I know it looks a bit different just because of the angle, but I'm actually in the same position. I'm not quite sure why it looks like it's sort of angled like that, but anyways, trying to keep my body as close to the bar as possible. Again, this was very tough. I don't know any other way to train this, and you can see I didn't even hold it for that long. One more set of this, and then that'll wrap up the workout for today. So we'll see how this one. I think I moved my hands a bit closer because my elbows flare up just a little bit and it hit the side of the bar. Yeah, it took me a while to set this one up, but yeah, I moved my hands a bit closer and I felt that kept my elbows totally out of the way of the sidebars. That felt a lot better. Not sure if I might have got a little bit more time. Also, the base of the bars rock a little bit. I'm always worried about tipping back because my center of balance is not exactly in the middle. You can see the movement there. It throws me off a bit. There we go. And that's the workout. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Take care. Train hard. Peace.